Hello. I got 2 of these from Book of the Month. I won 3 free months, and so this was the last month that I had, and then I picked 1 more to add to my box. And then the first one is Red Clocks by Lenny Zumas. This is, I believe, a novel that's supposed to have a lot of feminist themes, and it's about abortion is once again illegal in America and sort of what the repercussions are of that. That's as much as I know, and again, that's as much as I want to know. You guys know I don't like to know a lot about the books that I'm gonna read. The second is one that a friend of mine, Sarai, really loved. I will link her channel down below, and it is Killers of the Flower Moon, the Osage. Oh fuck, I should have looked this up beforehand. How do you pronounce?
Osage.
There was a comment on that YouTube video that said that it's Osage. Osage. Okay, if you know, please let me know down below. There seems to be no consensus on Google. But and the Birth of the FBI by David Gran. This is a non-fiction book. Hello, good morning. This is supposed to be a non-fiction true crime book. And that's all I really need to know about that. Given how the Native Americans have been treated in this country, I'm sure that does not end well. So there's this one I've heard really good. And then I went on kind of a ridiculous shopping spree. Not ridiculous, on a wee bit of a shopping spree. I was feeling really poop. And so I decided to go to my happy place, which is any bookstore, and the closest bookstore happened to be Barnes & Noble, so I got a few books. I got Giant Days Volume 1 by John Allison and Lisa Traiman. It said Kogar there. What's his first name? Or their first name? Or her first name? Whitney Kogar did the colors, and Jim Campbell did the letters, and Lisa Traiman did the cover, which looks pretty awesome. And so this, I think, is just about college life. It's about friendship and college life. And I believe further in the series, maybe volumes 2 or 3, there is some LGBT representation that shows up. So I'm very excited about that one. Then, this is kind of an unbagging too, I guess, is Lucky Boy by Shanti Sakaram. I read this in December and it was one of my favorite reads of 2017. I'll link that video up above and down below. And so yeah, I just wanted to get a physical copy. And here you go. I read this on audiobook via my library and really loved it. Then I got another one that's going to be part of my Book Riot Read Harder Challenge, and that is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, who is a Spanish author, if I'm not mistaken. Spanish from Spain. They're only Spanish if they are from Spain. Please don't call me Spanish. So yeah, I think this is about a bookshop. It's about an antiquarian book dealer's son, set in Barcelona in the 1940s, and I've heard this is just a beautiful, slow-paced, atmospheric writing, beautiful book, and that is so what I've been into lately, so I'm very excited about this one. One that I was super excited about and I've been really wanting to read for a very long time, and that is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. A lot of my friends on here, especially I think Joss has been reading it lately and really enjoying it, and a few other booktubers have been really enjoying it, and it's just like a really fun read, and I'm very excited about this. Definitely also need to read more books with Asian characters in them, so why not start here? Not start, but you know what I mean. Also, this is going to be a movie soon, and I'm very excited about it, and I really want to get to it before I watch the movie. So, and then last but not least, pretty diverse books. No, we got Asian representation. think this was probably translated from Spanish, Mexican character, and an Indian American character. I don't know if on this one, but definitely later on in the book we get, or in the series, we get LGBTQ representation, Native American, although I don't know if David Graham, I don't think this is his own voices, I'm not sure. Wait, there's one more. Oh. And feminist themes. I'm not sure about the characters per se, but abortion is definitely something that needs to be destigmatized and talked about. So, last but not least is When They Call You a Terrorist, a Black Lives Matter memoir by Patrice Khan-Cullors and Asha Bandele, with a foreword by Angela Davis. This book, first of all, looks beautiful and sounds like it's going to be an absolutely beautiful book. Oh, look at the end pages. It's beautiful. This is a poetic and powerful memoir about what it means to be a black woman in America and the founding of a movement that demands restorative justice for all in the land of the free. I had seen it around, and so it was kind of in the back of my mind, but I didn't know too much about it. So those are some books that I recently got. I know I just did a physical TBR video, so I guess add those to that list. But I'm currently reading like 3 books from my physical TBR. So, I mean, 3 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only adding 4 when you think about it. No, I'm only adding 3. Because guess what? One of those is already read. This is the way that I make myself feel a little bit better about it. But yeah, like I said, I was just feeling really shit. It was my mom's first birthday since her passing, so I was like, I'm gonna get myself books because it's gonna make me feel a little better. And then, you know, it did. I had a really nice evening with Lewis, who is, for those of you who may not know, is my boyfriend. So yeah, my mom always very encouraged my love of books and my reading, and she always defended my book picks from people who might have wanted her to limit my reading or to, you know, not let me read certain things. And so I know that she always knew how much I loved reading, and it always kind of made her smile. So it was making me feel better to go to the bookstore, but it was also like I knew that she wanted me to continue to read and to do what I love because it made her happy to see me that way. So yeah, and I got what I think are some pretty freaking awesome books. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you've read these and what you thought about them, if there are any here that I should sort of prioritize. And as always, thank you for watching and for listening. I love you guys very much.